Hello and welcome to 705R Live on Instagram. This is the 58th episode of this series. It is the 2nd of November 2022, currently 2:45 p.m. on a very cloudy Wednesday afternoon here in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're watching this live or as a recording. My name is Stephanie Jennifer. I hope you're not too bothered by my voice today. I'm having a little bit of a sore throat. All's well though, yeah. I'm a CZT21 and I'll be your host for today's session. And in just a bit, I'll be joined by my co-host Debbie New, CZT18. We're so happy to have you here today. Hi Debbie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Oops. Okay.
Yeah, so in these weekly Instagram live sessions, usually Susan joins us, but today she's not feeling very well. She's worse off than I am, and her kid is having a
Worse off than
fever.
you are.
Yeah, hers got no sound at all. Yeah, so it's
Aiyo.
just Debbie and me today. Debbie and I, Debbie and me. Yes, it's just yes, correct. Debbie and me. Had to check my
We
grammar.
have a long day ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Long
joining
day ahead.
us in our nonsense. Yeah, if you
Steph,
like to
what?
watch a
Oh, sorry. What towel are
if
you
you
using? I'm like
oh,
hunting
you're like
my
jumping
towel
in
back.
already.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, relax. Let's go through this first. If you like to rewatch a recording of our nonsense, please go to our Instagram page at
Well, if you put it
745
that
with
way, why
us.
would they ever want to watch? Like a
Some
recording of
people
our
enjoy,
nonsense.
yeah, some people enjoy our company because we're entertaining. Yeah, or you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c slash
I think it's you
705 our
only, you know.
studio. Yeah, probably. If you like
You are the only one who wants to be remembered for your nonsense.
yes,
Right?
if you like to find Debbie and her lesser nonsense, you can go
No,
to
thank you.
@tangle.pursuits on Instagram, and I'm @havepen_will draw. Yeah.
It's tangled pursuits, not tangled nonsense.
Yes.
Mm.
The pursuits can be nonsensical
No,
though.
no, please don't. Enough. It's been a
Yeah.
crazy year.
So Inktober Tangles has wrapped up. It's now November. Debbie and I were just mentioning October went by so fast, my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So 7 and 5 are challenge if you're part of the group for Inktober Tangles. After Inktober Tangles is done, we go back to our weekly and fortnightly challenges. So one of the fortnightly challenges just went up. It's a string. And then the Tuesday Tangle of the Day also went up. This week's Tuesday Tangle of the Day is hosted by Debbie. It's one of her new tangles, so we'll be covering that. And then we'll also be sharing with you the last two tangles of Inktober, just as a nice way to wrap up the whole challenge. Yeah. So do grab a tile, maybe a drink, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, it's fine. And then spend the next hour and a half tangling along with us. Yeah. So yes, Debbie, what tile are you using today?
Hey, that was my question.
You want me to go first?
Well, I have a lot of tiles here, so maybe you want to show us what you have, and then I can adjust.
Sure. So for today's session, I'm using a square white tile that started Lola. So Lola is in a triangle fragment. I thought that would be nice. And I also have a tile tinted. This is a not a Zentangle. This is a 7 and 5R studio tile that we tinted using Black Forest Black from Lindy's Gang Magicals. Very nice. Yeah. What about you, Debbie?
Well, I thought about using. It's actually really dark here, so I'm not sure whether you can. Well, on my iPad it looks okay, so I'll just pretend that it's okay. Okay. So if it's not okay, just let me know, and then I'll try and figure out the lighting.
Sure.
So I've got three little tiles here by two Japanese CZTs. If I'm not mistaken, their names are Sayomi and I think it's Hitomi. I could be wrong. I need to check on that one. But they are H&S and they run this shop called H&S Tokai. And this is their tile called the Kakoka N Petite.
So is there a grande version?
Yes, actually.
I have
Let me. Let me see if I have them. Well, I bought a bunch of tiles from them, and they were very nice to give me like bits and pieces of extras. Oh, he rolled me, not he told me. He rolled me. So this is like a bigger version of them. Can you see?
Nice.
Yeah, so this is the Kakoka end, and there's the petite. I thought it would be cute to have like a couple of petites. I'm saving the ends for. I'm saving the ends for later. Yeah, saving saving the ends for later. And I also have a larger. This is slightly smaller than A5. I think this is B5, and this is actually potentate paper. So cold press, 300 grams, 300 GSM, and I think I got this only because Steph doesn't like it. She took the smooth one, and this is the one that has a rough grain because it's cold press. So it's tinted with Get Me with a Spoon Grey and Bolderlicious Blush. I think these are from the 80s Ladies Gang Magical set. Yeah, so pretty grey colors. Grey colors like the grey day.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let's jump right into it. Today's string is one of the fortnightly challenges in 7 at 5 Hour Challenge, the Facebook group. So this is the string for today. It's like spikes. So Susan actually says that this is the halfway mark here and here, and then this is the halfway mark here and here. So you draw from one corner to this corner, down, and then
Then maybe I should take a square tile then, because I have like very odd shaped tiles for this.
I mean, you can transfer it to a circle. I'm quite sure it will work.
It's a very
As
small
long as
tile,
it's
you know,
spikes.
Steph.
Oh, small tile. No, I don't know.
It's very
Upsize it.
tiny, you know.
Upsize it to the
Sure
ground.
or not? Okay, let me look and see what I have.
While Debbie is figuring
Yeah, I
out her
know.
tile situation. Last two
It's a
tangles.
tough tile situation. It's a
Yes.
tile
So
situation.
the last two tangles for Inktober Tangles 2022 is SaveU by Nadine Roller and Pangea by Zentangle Inc. So here's the little information sheet. I'll be drawing these tangles with you in just a bit, just letting you see all that we have, and then Debbie will be sharing with us her tangle Pandepic in just a bit. She has asked that I share Pangea first because Pangea works as a very nice base for
Hey, don't give away the secret.
Pandepic. Oh, okay, sorry, didn't know what's the secret. Alright. You're gonna draw along with me. Save You by Nadine Roller was dedicated to Ukraine. That's what the U stands for. You start off with a little sort of a flower shape. Doesn't really matter how many petals you have. Then you have a little V point in between each of the petal shapes.
Steph, can I just ask you to pull up the string again?
Sure.
I decided to just go for it on this big towel.
Okay.
So like that, and then like that, and then how
This
do you...
half. This is half of the towel. This is half of the towel. This is half of the
No,
towel.
I can't really go half of my towel, but
well.
yeah. Okay.
Thereabouts,
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then we have the flower, the next row of flower. So this is the halfway point of the first petal. So you're not touching it, you're going slightly above it. And then you go around the entire initial floral shape. I had someone comment on a post in 7 and 5 challenge that they struggled with SaveU because they wanted the shape to look perfect. I don't think that's the point of the tangle though. And from this V point, we are going to draw two lines down the initial petals that we drew. Just kind of like reverse rounding. I'm like drawing a tiny little triangle. Then we're going to color in that tiny triangle. Color. And then there is SaveU. That's the basic shape of SaveU. I think SaveU works very beautifully as a reticular. It's a very interesting shaped reticular. So you can decide what you want to fill in inside of your SaveU. You could also start off, I was thinking perhaps you can start off with the star shape and then draw the little humps from there. And then add your second layer. That could work too. Alright. So that is SaveU by Nadine. Pangea is by Zentangle Inc. It's very simple, it's just little blobs that sort of aura each other. So if you remember the Tangle tripoly, which is based off of triangles stand next to each other, Pangea is just similar to that, but instead of triangles, you're drawing blobs. So Zentangle Inc. says that it is meant to be a reticular for other patterns. And then if you click on the link within the Inktober Tangles handout, Zentangle Inc. also provides different ideas of the patterns that you can draw inside of Pangea, so it's quite nice. So you can play around the shape, maybe have the shape be thinner, or thicker, maybe have them be more
Would you
wobbly.
say that this is also a fragment though?
How would it be a fragment?
Yeah, it's also a fragment. Right? If I fill it up, it will become a fragment. So if this is a fragment, because it's a building block of Pangea. So Pangea is also a fragment because if you just draw one, then that's a fragment, right?
Then it's a kosong fragment.
Well, you can fill it in, it's still a fragment, right? It's kind of like how a square is also a fragment, a triangle is also a fragment, right? That's how you get tripoly, right? So
It's an
you draw
empty
like
fragment lah. It's an empty fragment.
yeah lah, but you need to. Well,
Okay.
even tripoly is an empty fragment, right? It's just, you know.
Yeah, I also never understood tripoly. Like tripoly is never taught a certain way, right? Like they didn't say like, oh, this, like for example, maybe like this design is the original tripoly. Then every other design is just a variation of the original tripoly. You just say like, oh, tripoly is just
Well, thank
little
God for
triangles next
that,
to each
because then
other.
you can introduce. Well, if they sort of said that, then a lot of tangles won't exist. You know, like dream decks and stuff with a triangular grid, because then you are just drawing tripoly without the gap.
Very good.
So it's a good thing that they didn't define it that way. If not, we'll all be like,
Oh, it's tripoly. Okay. Pangea.
tripolis.
Try police. Police open up. Okay, Pandepic, Debbie.
Well, I think Steph needs a good drink of water.
Stephanie has been trying to drink water, but the water. Okay, I'll go get a lozenge. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What are you saying? It's
I'll
called
get
a
a little.
lozenge.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Okay, so hi, it's me, and I at least have my voice. So I'm gonna show you how to draw Pandepic. You know the word pandemic? So the word pandemic, well, if you're not familiar with the word pandemic, either you're far off in the future listening to our podcast, or you are like far back in the distant, I don't know, whichever way you wanna. You can't really escape the pandemic, can you? Because it's like all over and everyone's been affected by it. And so I was kind of very jaded a couple of months ago when I just felt like the pandemic was endless. And because the pandemic was endless and it was giving us a lot of issues, so we host something called the Certified Zentangle Teacher Conference. That's called the Artifacts Erudition Conference. So it's CCTAE. So we host CCTAE, and every year there have been more and more issues, and every year the event reaches different milestones. So because of the pandemic, we actually went online for the first time. And because of the pandemic, we've got all kinds of issues with DHL, with packages, with all kinds of invoices. And this year, the cost of fuel has gone up immensely because of Ukraine war and stuff like that. So a lot of issues on the ground. And because I was feeling so jaded, I just just wanted to snooze my way through all of these issues and sort of like wake up and be done with it. So Pandepic is actually a twist on the word pandemic. So I'm so sick of the pandemic. I bet you are as well. That I decided to call it the Pan Epic because I decided to label it uh, in a positive way rather than call it a pandemic all the time. So because I said we will snooze our way through, I then began sort of like drawing blobs. I'm famous for blobs. I'm famous for drawing blobs. I have like Moonberry, which is a blob. So Moonberry is a tangle. Can't draw Moonberry today. Moonberry starts out with a blob. Yeah, so I kind of like blobs. I also have another blob that is actually Gribbit. Okay, so maybe my blob is slightly more defined here, but that's Gribbit. So I kind of have taken a fancy to blobs. And one day I just put down a pair of ears on my blobs. Kind of like that. And then I decided to sort of add shading with my micron pen. So like that. And then give him like a tail. So depending on how your blob is shaped, you can actually draw a panda with that shape as well. Maybe my panda is kind of too skinny in the head. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So nice blobby blob. And then some shading. Right, cross hatching if it's not dark enough. I think it works well with maybe I should use a PN. So that was a 01, by the way. So if I use a PN, you might get better shading with a PN. And that's your blobby Pandepic. So remember we said that Pangea was a good reticulum and also a fragment. You can actually convert your Pangea into blobs as well for Pandepic. So just gonna draw snoozing pandas, adding my cross hatching, my tail. So you have snoozing pandas in your Pangea. And then Steph and I, we love to play on words, and so we were saying it's a Pangepic. Where's Steph?
Yeah.
You went to the store to buy your water.
No, I went to get Lord of the Legend to the Villains.
The what?
I never knew how to pronounce that word.
Lozenge.
No, don't pronounce the ES at the back.
Lozenge.
Lozenge. English is not my first language.
I don't think lozenge is an English word. Is lozenge an English word?
Is English? Good question. Let's go ask Mr. Google.
Maybe it's not an English word, that's why. So is it an English word?
Oh my gosh, it's an old French word meaning diamond shape.
Then you cannot give this stupid excuse about English not being your first language and French being your first language because it's French.
Very nice. Lozenge. Okay.
I don't know where to begin on my towel. There's a lot of my towel.
I had a moment where I was like, oh no.
SaveU is kind of too fat to fit inside any of these parts that I have,
Then do a 2 tile series.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure whether I should have been here as well. Maybe I should have also disappeared along with
What
Susan.
the heck, man? By myself. Oh, bye. Myself.
Well, you're not all by yourself. You have a lozenge.
Ugh.
Why are
Don't
you
want
drawing Lola?
I didn't draw it. It was already there. I'm
Lola
surprised you
saves you.
just... Yeah. I'm surprised you just noticed it.
Yeah,
It was an
because I just looked
existing
up.
tangle. It was an existing... Like, it was already drawn then. Okay. I'm going to draw SaveU over here. So, Debbie,
What?
how are you?
No good.
Having a no good, terrible, very bad day. Do you know there's a book called that? And
Yeah,
then
you told me.
the child in the book wants to go to Australia. Would you like to go to Australia?
No, I'm trying to think about my tile. It's too much distraction. Brain cannot think on so many things at once.
Thought you said you're very good at multitasking.
Yeah, I am. I am very good at multitasking.
Spend all of the multitasking brain cells on accounts just now. Become circle. Oh dear.
I don't know how to draw SaveU nicely.
Yeah, man, I'm struggling too. It looks like circles on my tiles, but here we are. Never mind. We'll press on.
How about save me?
Yeah, man. I agree. Oh no.
Maybe I should have done it on grid paper. Play cheat. I kind of regret using this tile though. It's a nice tile and I've probably ruined it.
It's okay. No mistakes.
Except those that are glaring at you.
Only you can see.
Save your tile. Yeah, man.
The more rude cousin. Save it.
Yeah, man. I don't know how I'm doing. How am I doing this in a way that's nice? No, we'll just persevere.
Okay. Let's start questions.
No.
The questions in time.
Oh no, my towel. My goodness.
What happened to your towel?
I don't know how to beautify this.
Set it aside. Become a speaking of traveling tangles, Danielle.
Nobody
just
spoke
said-
of it though.
I spoke of it in my head. I was going to say treat it as a traveling tangle. Go send you someone. Anyways, Danielle sent you a towel. I think
Which Danielle? I know so
De
many.
Palma.
Can you stop putting her name into...
De Palma. How do you pronounce it then?
Not like you.
Then why I cannot pronounce it my way?
Cause it's not your name. It's her name. She should pronounce it. You should pronounce it her way.
How does she pronounce it? De
Go and ask
Palma.
her.
De Palma. Okay, let's not butcher other people's names.
Yeah, man. So rude.
Come, moving on to other questions and other
So
things.
rude. I know why Susan is not here.
Oh, so full nonsense. She's like, I run
No,
away
because today we're doing the shout out.
Oh, no lah, I'm quite sure. Hey, whole day.
She doesn't want to make friends.
Yo. Susan, yo.
She had a whole day. What do you mean by she had a whole day?
Yesterday you told us what?
No, I told you long ago that the first week
Yeah,
of
then we
every
forget.
month. Yeah, that's not my problem.
Then
that
you told
forgot.
us yesterday, you're like, tomorrow the live
I
have to
was
be
nice
shout out.
enough
Then
to tell you I could. I could have
then
kept quiet.
Then the both of us went, oh. So you know, you both forgot. 一个月过得好快哦。
It's not my fault that you all don't pay attention in class.
Yeah, need to 发展 need to stand
Don't
at the
pay
door.
attention. No, my poor Kakoka and petite.
You ruin both ah?
It's one towel called N petite.
Oh, and petite.
ENN. And can you stop renaming people and things?
And my mother also does that. What if I
Stop
squash?
sabotaging your mother.
What if I squash
On
Lola
air.
inside? Maybe I can squash Lola inside.
Well, we've got 4 questions today.
Yeah, and then one got like five part series.
It's just a rate yourself.
It's terrible.
Well, I can always skip to next week's one if you don't want to do this one today. Then next week you all can go and do your shout out
No, this
yourselves.
is fine. No, this is fine. Oh yeah, Debbie is taking
I will try to be
off
around,
day.
but I'm not sure whether I can make it. That's the thing. So
She
we'll
might
just see how it goes.
she might be in a different time zone from us.
Bodily and mentally.
She's going to Zen again. But online
Virtually.
version. Yes.
Yeah. But because of the time zone, it might as well be traveling, right?
Your body not traveling, but your
Brain is.
brain, yes, your entire sleep schedule also traveling.
Yeah. Says a bunch though. Going, not going.
Got a flight ticket.
Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the shout out first or last?
Sure, let's do it first. Do you want to shout yours first?
Shout mine first. Okay. My first shout out is going to Danielle de Rome. Because she's got surgery coming up soon. For her knee. She injured herself while she was traveling, and we were actually supposed to meet her in Singapore, but because of her knee surgery, or rather her knee, which needs surgery, so the knee needs surgery. The knee needs knee surgery. Yeah. So, yeah, her poor knee.
That needs knee surgery.
Yeah. So because of that, she's actually cancelled her Singapore trip. We are very sad, and so is Suchitra. So she was supposed to meet us and then meet Suchitra in Penang, but because it was cancelled, she just has to postpone her trip.
She walked too much. Maybe wore down the.
So I'm hoping for the best for her surgery.
Poor thing.
Which is scheduled in January, I think.
Wow, so far away.
Yeah, because she's trying to avoid the holidays, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so it makes sense lah, because it's kind of coming up to Thanksgiving and all the stuff, right? So yeah, it makes sense for her. So, well, that is her surgery. Sorry to give too much away, probably. And then my next shout out goes to Oswaldo. Oswaldo Babano, our good friend.
Osbersan.
Yeah, so he's been very busy, and he apologized for not making it for any of our socials, which is fine. We get it. And also this year, I think all the Spanish-speaking participants were English-speaking as well, so there wasn't that big of a gap in understanding as in previous years, I think. Yeah, so that's Oswaldo. I'll come back with the third one. Steph?
My first shout out is to Charlotte Carpentier. Not my Charlotte. It's a CZT, obviously.
Not your Charlotte.
I have a child whose name is Charlotte also. Every time she comes on my Facebook feed, I have a moment of wait. Especially in the early days. Now it's not so bad, but last time it was like, Charlotte, wait, hold on. Yeah.
You got to be kidding. Your child is just 4 years old. She doesn't have social media.
Yeah, so I had a moment of like, wait, hold on.
I think you really have some issues, man.
Identity theft.
This is the how old is your child? I go like 1.5. I'm like, excuse me, she's just 5 months old.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
hidden away in some bunker somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Charlotte is a very nice person. She has a
Which
very good
one?
sense of humor.
Can we go back to which one?
The full-grown adult one, Charlotte
Oh my gosh.
CCT,
I hope so.
has a good sense of humor and she's a good person. Although I understand my Charlotte also has a good sense of humor and is a good person.
She's not a good person. She's a con artist. I mean, the
So
small
bad.
one. The small
So
one.
bad.
The 4-year-old one is a con artist.
She not.
She is. She goes, tells me, Auntie Debbie, I hate blueberries. And then she one-ups the whole plate and then brings home blueberries from my kitchen.
That one I don't know why she was trying to be different on that day.
She's a con artist. And then she
And
goes
the-
around, have a
Have
dollar.
a dollar.
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Charlotte Carpentier.
Yeah,
CCT.
she's a nice person. She's a very good one. I haven't interacted with her much, but the little interaction I have with her shows me that she's a good human being.
I hope so. A good human being.
She used to work. I shouldn't review too much. She used to work in a sector that protects children from online predators. So that was an interesting fact to learn. Yeah. Then my second shout out goes to a different Danielle. Mine is Danielle De Palma.
Didn't you shout out before for Danielle?
Have I?
Yes. Pepe.
Keeping. Hey, that I don't have a fourth one. Okay, that Boyer. Have I?
Hey.
Why? Why A?
That's my third one. I don't like
Hang
you.
on, I go first. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that Boyer. Do you know that Boyer is one of the admins for 7F5R challenge?
I really don't like you, Stephanie.
So so that Boyer, very nice. Very often she's stepped in to host some of the weekly tea and tangles when Team 7F5R was busy with other things. Yeah. Deb has big child, it's not small child really. Big child going to grown up school already.
I don't know why that is relevant though, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're giving her a shout out because she has a child.
No, I'm just talking about her lah. Why? It's the same way that talk about my own child. Anyways,
No,
that Boyer.
you do your shout out. Not
Okay, I do shout out.
mean-
I do shout out. That Boyer hasn't been teaching for a very long time, but for Christmas, she has an upcoming class that she's teaching. So if you're interested, you can go to her page, Deb's Accidental Art. And then you can look at the dates and times that she has available for that class. Yeah. We both have to think of a third one. Or should we just keep it at 2?
No.
You know what I'm thinking?
Cheat.
I
Cheating.
think we have to come up with a spreadsheet, you know?
No, you
Of
come up
like-
with your own spreadsheet. I have my notes.
Of
I'm
like
good. Yeah.
whom
Yeah.
we previously shouted out.
I don't think shouted out should be used as a... Sounds very horrible. It's like you are shouting at the person. Who you
I know
have
who I
given
want to shout
shout outs to.
Donna Hornsby. Donna Hornsby is currently an intern at 7F5 Studio.
Does she want to be known as an intern though?
I don't know, but here we are.
Yo, then that's not shouting out, that's shaming. that's
Hey, it's not shameful to
putting
be
in
an
a
intern at
spot.
7F5 Challenge. It's so rude. Okay, we are.
It's not
we are-
7FR challenge, it's 7FR studio. Hello.
That's what I said.
No, you said
7F
challenge.
Studio.
No,
I
you said
didn't.
challenge.
I didn't.
You said
Rewind that.
challenge.
Rewind that.
You said challenge.
See when I say challenge.
Ah.
Maybe, yeah.
You said challenge.
Maybe the more sick I am, the more annoying I am.
Because you were talking about that voyeur as an admin, so you said challenge.
Okay. Madonna, it's not a shameful thing to be an intern at 7 and 5 Studio. Okay? We are
Yeah, it's
perfectly
not a
good.
shameful thing, but she may not want everyone to know.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Well,
And
some people just don't want to be known as interns lah.
and it's a paid position, okay?
Are
If
you
you're interested
advertising her
and
or
you're a
the
Zentangle teacher,
position?
both
Hey, you
can
are
apply.
super rude. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Donna Hosmi has been lovely. She has a very good sense of humor also.
Yeah.
We met her. We always have a onboarding meeting, initial meeting with the team and the
That's not an
potential
onboarding
intern.
meeting though. That's an interview. You don't call it an
Okay,
onboarding meeting.
okay. But the last time that we met Donna was at the Zoom social for
That
CZT
she co-hosted.
Yeah. So it was nice to see her again. So that's Donna. Donna is a senior CZT.
Senior CCT.
She's not a new
Now you're
CZT.
gonna say that she's old. My god.
Excuse me. Why
Yeah,
are
can
you
you be
using
more
such
polite?
terrible?
Just say she's a CCT 3 and be done.
Yeah, exactly. You're leading up
No,
to
that's not what
me.
you said. You said she's a
Okay,
senior
okay.
CCT. It means that she's an old
Anyways,
person. So rude.
anyways,
Excuse
we've,
me.
I've enjoyed my time
I'm
with
sorry,
her.
Donna. I don't know what has gotten into
I'm
Stephanie. I think
sick.
it's the
I'm sick.
lozenge.
Loserisms. Okay, yeah, that's my shout out. Over to you, Debbie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I was thinking about giving a shout out to that voyeur and someone stole it. So I think I will shout out to Susan Yo because she's not here.
Very good.
Well, to be fair, she she's been working very hard recently because we've got a lot of projects recently. She's got a lot of projects recently, and then she has been putting in a lot of effort. I hope that because we've had a lot of meetings with each other, obviously as a team, and I think that sometimes when you are working as a team versus when you are working as your own on your own as a CCT, your own practice as a CCT, you need to do things differently by virtue of it being a team thing. So I kind of hope that she continues down the path of being able to understand what the team needs from her. I think she's getting there after like about 1.5 years of being with us. I think she's getting there, and I hope that she continues to put in effort to figure out what it is the team really needs, and I mean we tell her what we need, but sometimes, when we are busy, we just need the extra pair of trustworthy hands or trustworthy eyes. So kind of like a adjustment, constant adjustment is needed when you're working with someone. I think overall, she's a big part of our team, and I don't know whether she actually pays attention to these things when she's not attending. Haha. So Steph, maybe you should go and tell her, we talked about you, and then she will go and watch.
我们讲你的悄悄话。
So kind of like we just gel together very well as friends. As a team, we just need to learn each other's quirks, I guess. And I think we are doing very well as a team together. It's just that we need to be mindful of certain things lah, right? I think Steph also went through this period, I think, with us. And then I also had to get used to Steph and stuff like that. Yeah, what would you say to Susan Yu?
No, it's Shah. It's not piggyback off of other people's things.
So you have
Give
nothing to say to
compliment.
her?
Like that, like I sick, then you still like that.
That's
What do I
like
have to
that.
say to Susan?
Yeah, it's not hard, what?
Make me think more. Yeah, I have to think about thoughtful things, right? Cannot just anyhow. Okay, wait. Let me formulate ideas and thoughts. We're working very slow today.
Well, it's only because it's Susan Yu.
Yeah, other people don't have, right?
Yeah, other people don't have. Because you don't know anyone on that level, I guess. We don't know anyone on that level.
Susan.
Mm.
I want to say thank you for being my extra pair of eyeballs to QC
So I'm
my
not, is
painting.
it? Okay, I don't
Hello,
want to
just
QC already.
because if I say the painting is very nice doesn't mean that all other paintings in this world is ugly, right? It's just I'm saying this particular painting that I'm looking at right now. It's
How come
nice.
she gets
That's the
the
thing.
thank you and then I've been QCing
Oh
for
no,
like 4
shit.
years and don't have?
Hey, I have said thank you, okay? You go and look at all your cards I give you. Even like the random thank you cards I give you. Anyhow.
No,
Anyway.
this is learning from you also. You're like, what she have? I don't have. Yeah,
I
so
also want.
this is
Actually, I don't want one, but then she have that I want. What do I want to say to her? I want to say that it is good to be ambitious, but there also must be ambitions within reason so that you don't burn out. Because I think as creatives, we are business owners. So not only do we have to think in a creative sense, like how to plan new classes, think about new project ideas, and we also have to think about like the business side of things, like how to market things, what makes sense for our current
Steph is trying very hard not to give our projects away.
yeah current 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 audience, you know. So you have to think of the business side of it, think of overheads, think of costings on it, right? So it's
But overheads, you also don't think what? Do you?
eventually I will need to think. But I do
Uh,
think about profits. I just don't think about like the nitty-gritty, like
you just
okay,
think
this
about
month.
the incoming money, you don't think about the
Yeah,
outgoing
yeah,
money,
yeah.
is it? Is that what you
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Aiyo.
Just think, have more money can already. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but in
but
order to have more money, you have to.
okay.
Aiyo, my
So learning
gosh.
process, right? So Susan also is having
Steph
to
is like,
learn
hello,
this.
it's a shout to Susan, not
Not interrogating Stephanie. No, but she's also having to learn that you know it's not just like oh I have this project idea, that project idea. It's also think about like is this doable within the timeline of our other projects, and then on top of that you have to be still able to produce creative works. You still have to be able to plan classes, you know. So that takes a lot of effort and energy and time. Time is a limited resources. Energy, maybe you can like sleep for less hours, but that's also not very healthy. So it's just she has to be aware of her limitations and the team's limitations so that all of us don't burn out. Otherwise, it's no good for anybody. Yeah. But other than that, very good. 2023 be better than
Are you saying
2022.
that she's sick because she's burning out?
I don't think so. I just think it's late year, end of year sickies, as I always say. It's just end of year, everyone
She
gets
said
sick.
she didn't eat anything wrong though, or didn't
I
do
think it's
anything wrong.
probably just contact like you touch tables, then you accidentally touch your face, then that's how the germs and viruses transfer. It's just then a lot of people get sick because towards the end of the year the weather gets more erratic, yeah, especially the tropical climate. Then you know more people get sick, so the likelihood of you getting sick is higher than the rest of the year. So just poor luck lah, and then your immune system couldn't keep up.
Poor luck.
Yeah lah. If you happen to touch a table that has
Why is it luck though?
viruses and germs, then you touch your face, then bad luck lah, right?
I
Why?
disagree that it's luck though.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. What's the next question? Your Daniel?
You better write down who you have actually shouted out to.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually gonna scribble it in myself because
Who's yours? Daniel the Rome?
Osvaldo and
Oh,
Susan Yo.
Osvaldo. Okay.
You can copy mine lah in future, but my point is not to have
No,
the
I can
same
copy
person at the
yours.
same. Yeah, you have done it before. It's not like you haven't done it before.
Okay.
But my
Not on
point
purpose.
is
On
that it
purpose.
shouldn't be the same person that you shout out to, right? Yeah, and well, we do this so that we can actually remember our friends and show them gratitude, and also to show them we're thinking of them, because we are actually, well, we are in different time zones to most of them, so that is we don't get to see them as often as we want, basically, right? Yeah. And of course, we joke and laugh often, so this is just us playing around sometimes. Don't be offended,
Startled.
offhanded.
Yeah, offhanded. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was our shout out. Shall we go to the next question?
Sure.
Do you want the rating one or the other ones?
I don't know anything.
Well, let's go to the easy one. How about it? So I wrote this question very clearly with Stephanie and Susan in mind, because
Is it
I'm
so?
not yeah. So
Okay.
if you were a type of dessert,
Oh,
what would you be?
it would be ice cream sundae.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like offhand kind of thing. The first answer brain offered is ice cream sundae.
Why?
Oh, the Swensons, the chewy chocolate. Yeah. That's a good one.
Is that also an ice cream sundae? I would
Yeah,
think so,
it is. No, man.
Yeah, okay. I said I would think
Oh,
so.
okay. I wouldn't think so. I'll be deaf.
Yo.
Okay, yeah. What food will be gluten free? Not pasta, not bread.
I would like to be dark chocolate because I don't really like sweet things. I do like milk chocolate also, but recently, because I am not taking so much dairy anymore, so probably just dark chocolate. With, I don't know, maybe. Actually, I haven't had
Nuts
dessert in a
sprinkle.
long time.
Do you like chocolate with like things in it, like raisins or like nougat?
I actually like it pure. I tend to like it pure, because then you can feel the smoothness of it. But I know that some people like nuts in their chocolate. I think nuts is still not so bad, but I don't really like fruit in my chocolate. I find it becomes very sour, and then I'm not very. I'm not a big fan of like sour chocolate.
Can hear
So
Charlotte's voice sour.
yeah, then why? I don't really like sweet stuff. I think I'm the only one in the team who doesn't really like sweet stuff. Or maybe if you count Daniel as part of the team, then Daniel and I don't really like sweet stuff lah.
But he's a snack person.
He's a snack
He just
person,
likes
but he
smooth,
doesn't like
savory.
sweet desserts.
Yeah. He likes
Yeah, he
savory snack.
prefers. Yeah, he prefers savory. We both prefer savory.
Debbie
What?
likes potato chips.
That's not a dessert though.
And papadum. Not papadum. Is it papadum? What's that called?
Huh?
The Indian.
Morocco.
Muruku, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much.
But I haven't had any in a long time, so
Is it not gluten free?
I think I should think that potato chips, if they are processed in a potato only facility, they
Potato
would
only.
be most likely gluten free, because you don't add wheat to the potato chips, right? But their seasoning could contain gluten. Could contain gluten, yeah. I have a very boring towel, so my towel is like just SaveU in one.
Very good. Simplicity.
And then I'm gonna start another towel for the other ones. Maybe I should choose another. I'm kind of afraid to ruin another en petite,
Petite.
Yeah, maybe I should draw on the back. So I like to draw Pandepic, like you draw Onamoto, but more like a block, like in a row. So I'm trying a white one now. Just now I did a black one with black ink. I'm just going in with white jelly roll now, just for variety. The trick is to put your panda ears like in different areas, like not all the same spot all the time. So you give the effect that they are actually snoozing. Then I like to write little Z's. So, are we ready for the next question? Or do you still want to talk about dessert?
Can go on next question.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to do the balance, the scale, or the other question? So I have two questions left. One is a 5-part question,
No.
and then one is a normal question.
The normal question first.
Okay. What short-term goals do you have at the moment? And you need to name two.
Short-term goals.
Short-term goals. Oh my goodness.
Tell me about it. Get better. That's one of my short-term goals. Oh my goodness. Get better. Other short-term goal. Hi. There's a lot of short-term goals that I can't talk about until this weekend. If you're not subscribed to our newsletter, please subscribe. There's a lot of exciting news happening, being sent out this
How
weekend.
does your short-term goal link to a
You will
blog?
find out. You will find out when you receive this week's newsletter.
So much rubbish.
Short-term goal.
Well, you already said one, right? Which is to get better. Do you want to KIV? I go for the...
Okay.
Okay. So one of my short-term goals is to get past this couple of weeks so that I can actually catch a break. So I haven't actually had a break since my body had a break, or rather I had a breakdown, so to speak, and ended up in hospital in February. So I think that it's time to sort of take a pause and regroup for myself, and also attend Zen again virtually. So I'm trying to get my work, everything to do with work, in order so that I can actually take a break from next week onwards until the middle of the month, which is actually doesn't feel that long actually, now that you look at it, because it's only like not even 10 days, I think. Yeah. Or maybe it's exactly 10 days. Yeah. So hopefully I can finally get a break. I need to actually sleep more and just take a break and just do what I need to do, and also probably get myself back into the hospital system for them to get me a follow-up appointment. So they actually were supposed to follow up with me, but for some reason I stopped hearing from the hospital kind of March, I think, ish, or is it April? Yeah, so I don't have any resolution to my medical issues at this point, and so that is my other short-term goal, to sort of figure out what is wrong with me and sort of get past this point where my heart just keeps on going wild at times. Yeah, so that is both of my short-term goals, actually, both of them. Yeah. I think I could come up with more, but I think I should stop here. Not be like over ambitious.
My other short-term goal is to buy good Christmas gifts for the people that I love.
Aiyo.
Why, hiyo? You are included in that list. You'll be like, oh, that's nice, thank you. Why, hiyo? Why, hiyo?
Okay, very good.
Yes. How's your towel?
I drew. How's my towel?
My towel is tiling along.
I decided to draw on the back of it because I ruined the front.
Then end up the back look very nice.
Yeah, the back looks better than the front. Save this towel.
Save me from this towel.
More like save the towel from me though. The towel was fine until I came along. Right?
So funny.
Nadine is my classmate, by the way. I don't think she will mind us joking about this. Yeah. Just in case people are getting worried on our behalf. Like, oh my gosh, they insult everybody at their live shows. How do they get away with it?
Even their shoutouts are like insulting people.
Yeah, that's all what we mean. Yeah. We are harmless, you know? Yeah. Maybe we'll have people write in to say, please don't shout out. Please don't shout me out. Yeah.
I do not know you. I do not want anything to do with you.
Go away. Go away.
Someone releases a Tangle, go away. Nadine releases a Tangle, go away. Then I go and harass her. Can I feature you next year for Inktober? She'll be like, oh, you cannot get a message.
No lah, Nadine is actually a very nice person.
Yeah, Nadine is very nice.
Yeah,
and it's because I've talked to her, that's why I know that she won't
We've
take
worked with
offense.
her before. Yeah, we've worked with her before. Okay, I think I'm done with this Kakoka and Petit. So it's designed by Hiromi and Sayomi. Yeah. What's the third thing? Oh, Pangea, sorry. I had just like a...
It's inbuilt into the panda.
Let me look for another towel. Pangea.
Pangea can put fragments inside. All the fancy fragments. I do another towel. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. Here's my first towel. I drew bamboos for the Pandepic to eat. That's my first towel.
Why you scared they starve or what?
Yeah, what if they starve? Poor thing. I
don't know where my string went though. So my SaveU, right? They save the string.
Very good.
So it is what it is lah. I'm not gonna undo it. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. So shall we go on to the next question? Because it's a 4-part question. I don't think it's that difficult though. I think so the last time we had like a rate yourself. It was quite well accepted by these 2 women. That was why we came up with a second one, right?
What is we? You came out with the second one. I didn't have any input in this.
Yeah, but what I mean is that it didn't go down bad lah.
Maybe it did in my head. Maybe I'm very stressed.
Well, whether you like it or not, here it is. Yeah.
It's just disturbing them for those who don't.
Whether you like it or not, yeah.
Answer the questions.
Yeah. Too bad.
So funny.
Yeah, too bad. Okay, so let me... On a scale of 1 to 10, so the first one, right, you're supposed to rate yourself 1 to 10, okay?
10.
Yourself, not rate someone else. All right.
10.
So you don't start the thing with my mother. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
No.
Okay. Then we wait lah.
Yo!
Why?
Whenever we ready, come. Let's go.
Rate yourself 1 to 10 on IT.
On IT? Okay lah. 8 with the help of Google.
I don't know. Maybe Daniel might come in.
Yeah,
and
Daniel's
say,
like, what kind of rubbish nonsense? You want barely like a 4. You do my job, ah. Daniel will say, you do my job, come on.
No. Daniel's like, yeah, 8 lah. Okay, then I can Skype.
Yeah.
You do. All you do. Yeah. So Daniel is the IT guy. I think he's watching.
Yeah, saw him
So
coming.
Daniel, IT, rate yourself.
This
Like, I'm
IT
not
guy
watching
rate.
anymore. Bye.
Later Daniel rate himself like a 6. Then I'm like, wow, very paiseh. Must like readjust my rating.
Probably.
You know how they say like the more of an expert you become at a topic, the lower you rate yourself on knowledge for that topic, because you understand that there is so much more that actually you can know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like when we had the
Yeah, so
conversation earlier, and then you yell at me. It's not a schooling thing.
it's not a schooling thing.
Yeah, see?
Oh my god. Very good.
Please don't choke and die in the office.
Nobody will save me.
Yeah,
So
man.
sad.
I think half the floor is empty anyway. You know,
So bad.
even if you
hope-
yell for help, I don't think there'll be
I
anybody
cannot
in. You
even
know.
yell help. Nobody can hear me. Oh my gosh.
Well, I've taken apart this. So while she is trying to yell for help, I've taken
Daniel
apart
said-
this.
Daniel say you rate me a 0.
He rate you a 0. Hey, you can't rate her a 0 lah. You also silly. You know why? You rate her a 0, she's not going to do anything from now on. Then she's going to give
Very
everything to you to do, you know.
It's your problem already, Daniel.
Yeah, you rate her a 0 means that I don't know ma, so I won't do, you know.
You should go idea.
Yeah, you should give her at least like a 3 or a 4. Yeah, like you know, like consolation prize. 3 or 4.
Don't mind.
Okay, for IT, I rate myself a 6. I think I used to be better at IT, but it seems like I don't know if it is my computer that is causing me to be to malfunction.
Very good.
I don't know if it's the computer or it's me now.
Unlearn
Yeah.
the things that teach it.
Yeah. So recently I had one
strike.
computer die on me.
Yeah.
And then now the replacement is also not behaving
Very good.
very well. So I really don't know if it's me or
How you gonna Zen
what.
again if your computer spoil?
Well, I only just need the Zoom, right? So I can connect Zoom with iPad or something lah. Right. So this is why I also need an iPad lah. So this was back to the conversation that we had. Right? Yeah. So I was trying to talk about my tile before I got hijacked. But since I got hijacked, let's talk about the IT. So the IT it's a very fragmented, pun intended, fragmented conversation we're having today on the live show. Yeah. Well, we're in like all kinds of places at once. So I think that I used to be better at IT. But then I'm not sure whether it's my computer or my computers or me. Yeah, and I suddenly feel like I'm not good at IT at all and tempted to rate myself like a 1. But it could be just my computer, you know? So we'll leave it as that for now until I get another machine, which I don't know when that will be. So I should pop in what I was saying about my tile. I actually grabbed one of those old pre-strung tiles that I bought like way back. I think this is like 2015 that I bought these tiles. And I'm converting it into a Pangea of sorts.
Very good. Excellent.
Because this particular pre-strung is very, very, very difficult to do with normal tangles anyway. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I'm
Make
actually
your
trying to
life
convert
less difficult.
into Pangea this tile and try to sort of get something out of it that looks nice. And yeah,
Daniel has made an amendment to what he previously said. He said it's not the zero is not for me, the zero is for himself. So I
Huh?
can do everything by myself.
Huh?
So
Means
he
what?
rate himself he rate
Okay,
himself a 0 in IT.
why? So that
So
he can
that
Skype, is it?
yeah, then I can do everything by myself. Very good,
Okay,
Daniel.
very good.
We Skype together.
I don't think he means for you to Skype with him, you know?
I know. I know. No work gets done. This is nice.
What is nice?
My towel.
Yo,
What?
self-praise.
Yes, my self-praise.
This is nice.
Very important to self-praise.
Okay.
Kawaii. Is my shirt kawaii? Okay. What's the next part?
Okay, so we finished IT.
Hmm.
What about social media? Rate yourself 1 to 10.
6 maybe. I'm not very
Why?
consistent.
But that's not. Okay, so you are saying that consistency is part of
Yeah, the algorithm
something you need, is it?
demands. Oh my goodness. The algorithm is not built for us creatives. We have to push ourselves quite a bit in order to keep up with content creation.
Yeah, but if you think that way, you already lose half the battle, right?
No, so I just don't compete with the algorithm. I just do things for fun, for me, for my own enjoyment kind of deal. Don't keep up with it. Like we've talked before, if it's not for our business, we have just not be a part of all these groups, not do all these things. You just be there.
It's not because of the business actually. It's
Then
because you have bills to pay.
oh, same lah.
Right?
Then you have a
No!
business for what?
You can pay your bills, right? If your husband or your fairy god daddy or someone pays your bills, then you don't have bills to pay.
Your sucrose father.
Yeah. Yeah, or your fractose or whatever, your
Oh
fractose
my
godmother.
goodness.
You get my meaning or not? It's not
Yeah, I
it's
get
not
you.
because of the business, it's because you have bills to pay lah.
So if Daniel became a sucrose father tomorrow, then Debbie will be like, okay, bye, see y'all. when I want to.
He doesn't have a sweet tooth at this moment. So he has to develop a
Oh
sweet
my
tooth first.
gosh. Oh my gosh. This whole show is so funny.
And then you have
Where's
a daughter who says she doesn't want blueberries. So there
con
goes your
money?
fractose.
Con money.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know
So she's saying opposite things to how she feels, is it?
Maybe it's like I don't like blueberry because she like the cherry tomato, so she eating the cherry tomato. She's like, I
No,
don't
she
like
was
blueberry.
like, no, she was like, I don't like cherry tomatoes. And then I don't like blueberries. And I don't like cucumbers. But she walloped the whole plate and she finished it and she brought home more.
Maybe it have to be like the Chinese version, um no lah.
Oh,
Your art very good. No lah, it's not good, it's not good.
you realize that she's only 1/4 Chinese, right?
Is she 1/4?
Yeah, you do the
No
math.
lah. Alex has Chinese blood in
You
him
you
also.
you are half.
Alex got some part of Chinese in him also.
Yeah, but how is that? How is that? It's not half also what? So it's
We will
what?
do a circles DNA test. Then we'll
One
find.
third.
I don't know. Have to go ask circles DNA.
0.75.
Yeah, then
0.25.
exactly.
0.28. What? Oh my gosh.
Very good. Is this awful? I don't know whether I made it worse.
Okay, so for social media, I think I am also a 6. If going by the fact that you have problems with consistency, then me too.
You are so much more consistent than I am.
Yeah, that's because I have like 2 alarms in my phone ringing all the time to tell me go and post
Why
on social
2?
media. Because, right, I have one, and then if I am busy at that moment on the phone and I cannot do my social media, I have to scramble to sort of like sort out another alarm so that it pings me afterwards to do it.
Oh, so it's a reminder for the reminder.
Yeah, it is annoying
Well,
though.
I mean, my schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I also have reminders for that.
No, mine is every day I have 2 alarms.
Yeah, so Debbie very hardworking. I'm not as hardworking.
Well, if I don't set the alarms, then that's it lah. So
Don't
today
do
I forgot to
it.
set the second alarm, you know. So today I was on
Oh,
the phone with Stephanie when it rang, I think.
oh no,
And then
I'm
I
the
was like, oh
fault.
no. Yeah, and I was like, oh no, and I cannot get to it because I'm like looking at the iPad, looking at the laptop, and looking at the phone. I just cannot do the social media
Need
at
seven
that point in
eyes.
time. So I actually snoozed it. Sorry,
Again.
I think I thought I snoozed it, but I actually switched it off.
Good night.
So yeah, so my post today was late. I think I will be punished by the algorithm. That's so
Poor
be it lah,
thing.
whatever lah.
Naughty Debbie. Not feeding the algorithm on time. So there we go. Social media.
Yeah, man. Why do we do all these things?
Yeah, man.
Okay. We wanted to hire a social media person,
Oh my gosh.
but it's not happened yet. So if you don't want to be an intern but you still want to be paid, this is something that you want to apply to, please let us know.
Do marketing campaigns.
Yeah, man, we need help. We really do need help. I was just telling you, Dika, today that we need help. Yeah. So
Which is nice.
4 of us are 6, is it? Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Are you ready for C?
sure.
Well, Daniel can also answer if he wants lah, okay? Because I think it's more relevant to him actually. Amongst us. I think it's more relevant to him. Okay, the next one is rate yourself 1 to 10 when it comes to gaming.
Yo.
What?
I will offend all the proper gamers because I'm a very casual gamer. Like I like mobile games and I like
What, you were
those like
playing that stray cat game what?
yeah that was like no, but you know what, okay, the
No, I
funny
don't know
thing,
what.
yeah, so I'm gonna tell you. The funny thing about that was that Alex bought it for me as a present, right?
He ended up playing it for you.
No, then obviously if it's a game there will be like a protagonist and an antagonist, right? So you obviously play most games you play as the protagonist and then there are antagonists. So within the game there's like this little what do you call it? Bugs,
Alex,
I
just
guess.
rate yourself 1 to 10, you know.
I'm just telling you a story.
Did you rate yourself yet?
No, not yet. I'll get to it. Hold on. There
I
are
don't
these
believe
little
you.
bugs. These little bugs called Zergs. So the Zergs will like try and kill the cat that you are playing as, right?
Hey.
Yeah. It's very scary. And then you'll die, but you'll respawn. It's endless lives. But I get so stressed out about the Zergs chasing me that I don't know how to run in game. I don't know how to shoot properly. And then I'm like sitting there. Alex is lying in the bed, like just chilling out. And then I'm using his computer. Then I'm going, Alex, help me! Help me! Then he's like, just use your laser. I'm like, I don't know how. I don't know that I die. And I'm telling him, can you please help me get past this level? Then he's like, the whole point of a game is that you must, get over the hurdle that you're facing. So you have to keep trying until you can get past the level. I'm like, I don't know how to do it. And then he's like, no, I refuse to play it for you. You have to play it yourself. Then I'm like, fine, then I'm closing the game. So he helped me through like one of the first difficult levels that I couldn't get past, and then thereafter he was like, no, you must learn to do this yourself, you cannot just every single time you give up. Then he's like, he turned it into a parenting problem. He's like, what kind of values are you teaching to Charlotte if at every single point of time when like something is difficult then you just give up? Cannot like that, right? Then if you teach her like to be resilient and to keep trying, then you also must keep trying. I'm like, no, you do it. I just want to explore the game. And he's like, no, you must do it yourself. I'm not helping you. So he was very upset when I said I would like quit the game. So yeah, there's that. So
So
probably
your
like I'm like
rating?
1 maybe at best.
Yo, I will give you a 0. My
So
goodness.
bad! Why are you so
Don't even
mean
play
to
your
me?
own game. My goodness.
But I got play. I did eventually get past it after he like coached me, but very stressful. And I'm like
No, but you
sweating.
see, you know why you need to play more games, Stephanie, Jennifer?
Why?
To
Why I need
Fernandez.
so long this name. Cannot fill in the bank form. No space. Can I get a second sheet of paper? Oh my gosh.
You know why you need to play more games, not? You need to learn how to
Hand-eye
problem solve.
coordination.
No, you
I
need to learn
do.
how to problem solve. You
I
don't.
don't know. Okay.
I have been
To
problem solving for the team for how
be
long? I
fair,
cannot.
to be
No
fair,
fair. No, 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 no.
not
No
to be
fair.
fair.
No.
Yes, fair. Yes,
No
fair.
fair.
To be fair, when Alex plays his game, whenever there are puzzle games, like puzzle sequences that come up, I'm usually the one that's helping him through it, you know? I
That's
just don't do
not
well
the
with
same thing,
anxiety
Stephanie.
ridden, running from an object, killing objects. I cannot do this kind of
By
stress.
the way, I think this is like one of the worst, most poorly attended live shows that we ever had. We only had like 2
Why?
people in the crowd.
They're like these 2 people. One of them, the voice sounds so awful. They don't know what the heck they're talking about also.
Gosh. Then they shout out to people, but they end up
Scold
shaming people.
people. Yeah, awful,
We're
awful.
sorry about that. We do really show gratitude, and we are really grateful. But it just somehow comes out the wrong way
Very
sometimes.
good. Very good.
No, Stephanie, you need to learn how to problem solve.
How to
Full
kill the
stop.
Zerg. I got no how to problem solve.
You don't.
I do.
Don't.
I do.
You don't. I should have recorded all of those calls.
Then I cry at the single instance of inconvenience. So how will you rate yourself?
I would probably have rated myself differently in the past than now
Mm-hmm.
because I used to play more consistently and more competently. So it's like you either consistent, inconsistent, you're competent or incompetent, right?
Poor thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been gaming all my life actually because I started gaming when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Yeah. So I
What kind
have
of
been
games you play at 3
gaming
and 4 years old?
computer games.
Got like age appropriate for 4 years old, meh?
I used to play Frogger, which is
Oh, so cute.
this is in like 1985 or something or 1986. Yeah. So I used to play Frogger, and then there was Lode Runner, and then there was Donkey Kong and things like that.
Donkey Kong.
And then there was like 1942 and whatever, all of these games from the past. And then, of course, I used to play Counter-Strike and things like that. So last time I would rate myself like an 8 or a 9. Now I think I'm barely like a 5 because I play very slow games now and I can barely
End
keep up
game.
like consistently with the game.
End game.
Yeah. So so I how you convince someone there's a con involved.
You convince.
Yeah, I convinced my husband to play the Ants as well as one of our other gaming friends. So now, the 3 of us are in the same alliance in the Ants game, and yeah, so that is how I kill time. I actually don't kill time. I think time kills me. But when I do have spare time, like trying to wind down to go to bed or something, I try to sort of look at my ants in the game.
She has a real life snail.
What has that got to do with anything though?
Cute ma.
That's like saying that I also have
it-
a child and she's like a...
It's an interesting fact to mention.
No.
Not a lot of people have snails as pets. Well, Google Doodle recently released Google Doodle. Google
Yeah, man,
recently
what?
released a Google Doodle. It's a game, Halloween related. So you get to play.
I don't like...
You play as little
Halloween-related
ghosts.
things.
You play as little spirits. You collect little
Why do you want to play as a spirit though?
It's like just a little floating.
For someone who came from the background I came from, I wouldn't want to do that.
Fair enough. But it's a cute game.
I still wouldn't want to do that.
I've been playing it like Debbie says now, when I just want to kill a bit of time. Because it's on Google's homepage, so you can just click. It's quite fun. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so that was IT, social media, and gaming. Your score was what? 0, 1.
Hey! Did I say 1? 1 or 2? It was 1 or 2. I can't remember. But then you say I should score lower.
Yeah, you asked Alex to play your game and then you give him a hard time for playing your game. So rubbish.
He did eventually convince me to beat my own level.
Yeah, you should. That's the whole point.
So it's just I will load the game, play until I cannot. Then after that, I'll try to give up, and Alex will convince me to continue. Then I'll continue until I beat it, and then I'll
convince you to convince.
Yeah, then I'll meet another obstacle, and then I'll give up, and I'll close the game, and then the next time we'll rinse and repeat. Yeah, so that's how I beat. Then online, I remember reading.
You're never gonna finish the game like that. You know?
Yeah, and then I remember reading online, one person said I finished the game in 6 hours. I'm like, shit, how long has it been since Alex last bought me the game?
60 months.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, you can be occupied for 6 hours, can be occupied for 60 months. That's great. Very value for money. Yes.
Yeah, so I've actually completed games before, you know, like the war games. So I used to play like Command and Conquer, and I think it's Red Alert and Warcraft. Yeah, so I think I still have Red Alert by virtue of it now being like a virtual. You know, you don't need the CD-ROM anymore. You just need to log in and then you can download the whole thing now. Yeah.
Long ago, man. Well, one time I think it was my birthday or like an anniversary celebration, I brought Alex to this like virtual reality gameplay company. So they strap you in with like a virtual headset, and then you have a little backpack that like connects you to the virtual world, and then you carry a gun. The game that we chose was like a zombie first person shooter. So you walk around in the world and then you shoot zombies. And then I scored top of the scoreboard because I had the most number of headshots. But I died like 14 times or something in game, which is a ridiculous amount.
I don't think that was the type of gaming that I had in mind when I asked this question.
Fair enough.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I did well with that.
Well, I used to play netball. Are you going to call that gaming as well?
Also can.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, moving along.
Okay, the next one is getting serious now.
Yo.
Communicating. Rate yourself 1 to 10.
Is that a negative score benchmark? How do you rate yourself?
Maybe you should explain why this is a relevant thing for us.
How do you rate yourself?
Actually, I would have rated myself higher in the past, you know?
And then what happened?
Before I met this team.
Terrible. Nobody understands you.
Yeah, man. I don't know what is wrong with this team, you know?
You need to have like translator.
So I've worked with a lot of people in my lifetime, in the sense that I work in many different places, and I've worked with many different teams. So I used to be paid to be a manager, you know? And then I come here, and then I meet these two, and then I wonder what was that all about.
Years of experience for what?
Yeah, for what?
So for what?
These two can barely understand what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, goodness, yeah.
Nice.
So I don't know whether, yeah, man, I don't know how to rate myself, man. Maybe we should rate each other. How about that? It's more accurate, right? I'll rate you.
Right.
Because it's a two-way thing. Communication is a two-way thing, right? So, yeah.
How do you rate me then? I have a
maybe
number in my head.
Maybe you should rate each other first and then compare it to how we rate each other.
Yeah. I have a number in my head.
No, as in we should rate ourselves first and then compare it to how we rate
Oh,
each other. Then that will be more accurate, isn't it?
okay.
Funny, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I will rate. Shall we rate ourselves first then?
Okay.
I will rate myself a 6.
Huh, a
Uh,
6?
purely why?
Okay, go on.
Purely because I met 2 people who don't understand English.
Then it's not your fault. It's other people's
And
fault.
maybe a third one, because now I also
Who's the third one?
so Daniel
You make it sound like you met us first, then met Daniel.
Well, recently I'm beginning to doubt because recently he's also his receptors are also changing, He's like, I don't want to watch liao, bye.
See ya. Insult Daniel session, terrible. I'm leaving.
What? Why? Your receptors change Why? I mean, as you age, you perceive
Maybe you're
things
worse.
differently
So poor
what?
thing.
I didn't say it was worse. I said I am worse. I'm communicating in a way that nobody can understand, which is worse.
Poor thing.
So I am like half the time I'm saying something, right? And I don't know how the
Nobody
team is hearing
understand.
it. Yeah.
Nobody understand.
And the more I try to explain certain things, right? The
越
worse
磨
it
越
is.
黑. Yeah.
The worse it is.
越磨越黑.
Yeah, the
很好.
worse it is. So I think I dropped to a 6,
Poor
So
thing.
last time maybe I'm like an 8, and then now I sort of like went down to a 6, Yeah, so yeah, this is life.
Oh.
So how do you rate yourself? Stephanie, Jennifer, To Fernandez?
I also will rate myself a 6. But mine is the other way. Mine is, it might have started from a 5, then now it's a 6. Color of pandas, white. But I don't have grey. How do I shade? Oh, with my pencil. Okay.
Pandas are white.
Yeah, pandas are white and black, right?
Black and white, yeah.
Yeah, so the black is already there, so I'm thinking of how to shade the white fur.
Why are you shading the white fur?
Must still shade what? For dimension.
They are round. That's their dimension.
I am in shade. Circle is also a shade.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yeah, so must make them round Must fatten them up by shading them.
I have very good news for you, Steph.
What was the
We just dropped down to one.
Why like that?
Viewer.
Why must say to record leh? Can you just quietly...
Well, it's back to 2 now.
Oh, okay, hi. Sometimes I really wonder whether it's true,
Well, what's true?
Whether the numbers are accurate.
I don't have time to wonder that, but yeah, you can go ahead.
Just wonder.
Yeah, so are we rating each other?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are we rating?
I rate you an 8. I rate you an 8.
Why?
Because it's a gut feel.
But then half the time you don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's just my understanding. Communication is taking
two-way
an
thing.
idea. Yeah, taking an idea that you have and turning that into words that the other person can understand. So maybe sometimes it's not
but you can't understand.
Yeah, so maybe sometimes it's not you are the problem. Yeah, it's not your fault or not the other person's fault. It's just perhaps the concept that the person have that's pre-existing is wrong to begin with. So you start from a different wavelength and then it takes a longer time to adjust the wavelengths to meet, right? So
No.
if both of y'all start from about the same wavelength and then you're like this and then he's like oh this and then okay I understand.
Who is
then
he?
He or she lah, whoever it is, they. It's a gender neutral person, okay? Yeah, so that's the point. So sometimes it's not your fault that the person can't understand.
Because I cannot get the center.
Yeah, so sometimes it's not you are the problem. Sometimes it's just the other person didn't understand or didn't start from the correct
I have
place.
this problem with all 3 of you at different times.
Yeah, the more you communicate with someone, the more likelihood that there'll be misunderstandings, right?
Oh my gosh. So
That's
then
just
I
part of
communicate less
life,
with y'all lah. Then I have more better life.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be less stressful.
Is this why Susan is not here?
Maybe.
Yeah, man.
She's like, 5 part question, don't want. Goodbye.
Yeah, man, how am I going to draw this? It looks funny either way. Okay, I'll use pencil first. Yeah,
Oh, you made me.
I will give you a 5.5.
Oh, 1.5. So cute. I didn't know we
Yeah.
have a half mark system.
Why?
So cute.
Numerics, what? Numerics, right?
Okay. Then why not 5.75?
Oh, you want 5.75? Okay lah.
So funny.
Can negotiate upwards one.
Yes.
What kind of?
It's a good skill to have in life.
Well, 3 years ago, I rate you as a 2.
Poor thing. Started so poorly.
Yeah, because you not only cannot understand, you also cannot make us understand. Then all you do is cry.
Fair enough.
Nobody can understand. So 3 years ago you were a 2.
Pets.
Yeah, 3 years ago you were a 2.
See? Improvement.
Then now you are a 5 point something.
Very good. And then also maybe like
I think 5 point something depends on the day also lah.
fair enough. Actually, I don't understand a lot of things. I never understand myself. I feel like my thoughts like jelly, you know, you waddle through jelly.
Not like that.
Yeah, it really feels that way, you know. I have to like sift through things to go and find the proper
Moon
words.
jelly?
Oh gosh.
That would be a nice name
Moon jelly.
for a tangle. Moon jelly.
God.
Moonberry's cousin.
you press it down and then
Moon Valley.
comport it for a while. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but also sometimes like you communicate very well with one person, maybe for another person you like don't that match. You don't gel
Who
well.
are you saying? Me, you.
Just just in general. In general.
You said you what?
It's a U with a capital Y, okay? It's a general U. So yeah. Depends.
So no.
No, the rating would depends also on who you're talking to as well.
So yeah. So no.
Soya bean.
Goodness.
Okay, moving along. Still got what question?
Okay. The last one is rate yourself 1 to 10 as a person or a human being.
A human being.
Yeah. Rate yourself.
I'm not very good at being human. An alien from another country, another planet.
Alien from another country.
As my notes, I almost write down self-rating alien.
Why are you writing notes?
Because I need to write a blurb at the end of each session, so I always write down little notes. Yeah. I just can't remember. So Debbie, what will you rate yourself as a human?
I think
Like,
I'll
are you
go
a
for
good
a 5.
person? Is it? Is that what the
Yeah,
question
rate
is?
yourself as a person.
As a person, like what? Like, am I responsible, or am I like morally?
Well, if
Just
it's
as a
responsible, it'll be
human.
responsible, right? So, okay,
So
if
what
it's
is human?
communication, wait. So, if it's communication, you rate yourself 1 to 10 for communication, right? But this one is rate yourself as a person, so it's overall.
What does it mean to be a person, no?
What does it mean to be a person? Okay,
Do I
very
have to hold a
good.
job?
So
Is that a
this
requirement?
question, actually we had 5 questions, and then
Got like 7
one
parts
question
to
has
human
like,
being.
yeah,
This is part
it's not my fault, you know.
A1. Then got part A2. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a legit question though. What does it mean
Yeah,
to be
it is.
human?
Of course, it's a legit question. I wrote it.
No, I mean, it's right. Communication is at 5.
No, this is why Susan Yeo is not here.
She rewatched the question. Heng
I don't think she'll rewatch though. She has never rewatched anything so far that I know of.
She
Is
has.
it?
That one time, yeah, that one time.
The one time when we told you better rewatch.
Yes. So I was going to say, how you know? That's nice. Your towel is nice, Debbie.
I don't know how it became so tribal. But it is quite tribal.
So how will you rate yourself as a human?
5.
Why 5?
Because I think I am getting worse as well.
Why was improving as a human being?
Yeah, so right now, so basically I used to be very involved in a lot of things lah, right? Very emotionally involved, as well as very involved in all manner of things, you know, like in all manner of the word lah. Or do you get what I mean? Like
No.
involved in all, how do I explain? All
Yeah, like
aspects.
what?
Yeah,
Like
in
what?
all aspects. Like
Like
physically, mentally, and uh emotionally involved.
in
Does
like
that make
home
sense?
life, friends.
In people lah. In
Oh,
in life, in people, in things that are
so you used to be
happening.
sociable lah.
I wouldn't call it sociable, not necessarily so. But I just used to be a lot more involved lah.
And then now,
And then now, right, I'm like, no, no, thank you. Don't look for me. Like, you know,
oh
just
yeah, whenever I say you can find Debbie on social media, Debbie like, no, please don't find me.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, no, thank you. I'm done. Like, I'm very good. Go ahead. Like, please, you know. So I guess I'm also changing, and I'm sort of like valuing my own time more. Last time, I would be the one who looks after everyone in the family. You know, like when I say that, I mean, of course, emotionally, and you know, my support is always unwavering lah. And then if someone is moving house, I'll be there helping to pack and stuff. You know, so uh, I think that I am changing. Probably for the worse, but my health doesn't allow me to be as involved as well. So I'm trying to self-preserve a lot more. So being self-preserving, you can't actually be too involved in a lot of things, and therefore I've taken a step back lah. Yeah, so I've taken a step back from some people as well, and possibly those people don't really like the direction that I'm taking. And I have nothing to say to that lah. You know, it's just the direction that I need to take lah right now, right? So not necessarily wanting to give anybody a justification, nor do I think I need to. Do I want to is no, right? So kind of, I feel like I'm no longer as great as I used to be lah in that sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
learning to guard your time and energy is important to have as a skill set, and it's something that you should eventually learn to have. It's not a bad thing.
I wouldn't say that I'm bad per se, you know. I'm just saying that
Mm-mm.
I'm self-preserving more
It's a good
than
thing.
ever.
It's a good thing.
I guess it depends on who looks at it and at what perspective lah. Because there are people that I've walked away from that will not share your view.
Well, if you only see someone's worth as what they can do for you, then you weren't really for that person. You're just there for that person because of what they could do for you.
Yeah, but sadly a lot of people are like that in my life.
Yeah, that's why when like people say like some people, right, when like you start to draw boundaries with them, then they will decide that they no longer want to be in your life because
Yeah.
your use has run out for
Expired.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
find that
so
very sad.
basically, like I shared before, I basically told someone that, you know, I cannot keep checking in on you anymore and I'm going to stop, right? Because the response when I check in is always not ideal. So I did tell someone that, you know, I can't keep checking on you. My health is no good and I need to stop lah. You know, this relationship, I do care about you, but I don't think you care about me enough, you know, and I'm going to stop checking in. And the person took offense. So I wouldn't say that the person is wrong to take offense, because maybe the person is going through a lot, you know, and maybe I'm not seeing things from her point of view, but at this point I don't want to see things from her point of view. I just want to get on with my life. Does that make sense? So therefore I might be a worse human being now, in terms of humanity lah, of being humane, you know. Does that make sense? Not to say that I'm not doing it for myself or not. I'm doing it for myself. But my point is that, am I more humane or not? I don't think I'm more humane now lah.
I
Do you
mean,
get what I'm trying to say?
I understand, but you also cannot pour from an empty cup, right? So it's good to take care of yourself because then you can then
I wouldn't say my
extend.
cup is empty, but I don't want to be pouring into somebody like that,
Fair enough.
whether empty or not. So you
Fair
don't
enough.
have to.
Well,
You don't have to.
there are also
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
people.
But you don't have to justify that your cup is empty. That's why you have to stop. You
Yeah,
can
of course,
stop
of
when
course.
you want to stop.
Before, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to say there are also some people that are just very toxic. Like you love them as a human being, but like you cannot have them in your life directly because they are just very bad for your
Yeah,
mental
and
health.
the sad truth of the matter is that a lot of people in my life are like that. You know? Yeah. A lot of people in my life are like that. That's the sad truth lah. So, and because they are like that is why I then have to take a step back also lah.
Mm.
Yeah, if they were more understanding, some of them, if they were more like I want to say understanding and more, well,
Compassionate.
maybe compassion. I was going to say mindful actually, but then I caught myself because they might be mindfully doing this, you know, to be honest.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's their way of being honest. So they are mindfully honest, but it's
Fair
painful.
enough.
Yeah, so I cannot say mindfully lah. Yeah. But if they thought about it, right, and they put themselves in someone else's shoes, then they might know how bad it hurts lah. Yeah. So sometimes you don't know until you are in that position, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So I am rating myself a 5. I think I used to be something like a 7.5 or something. 7.75 or 8.5 or whatever
Yo.
5. This comes from working with Stephanie Jennifer. Tol Fernandez. Yeah.
Yo.
Only got one, you see?
Mm.
Hmm.
For me,
Hey, what's wrong with saying Tol Fernandez though? It's true you are married. You are Tol and then you're married to Fernandez lah. What's Tol
I didn't
Fernandez?
change my legal name.
You don't have to change your legal name.
Reject his surname. We're in the 21st century. I won't say 20th.
Stop.
Mm. How will I rate myself? I guess
Maybe we should rate each other also.
I don't know. This question like very vague. I don't know how to
Why so vague? Yourself as a person or your overall person?
like how morally good I am.
Yeah, if you want, you can interpret it that way. Like I have. I've interpreted it as a in
If I
person.
interpret it as morally good, then I will have a higher rating. If I interpret it as do I have
Yo.
my shit together, it is a much lower rating.
Okay lah, do
I,
both
I don't have all of my ducks in a row and don't really know what I'm doing.
You don't have ducks, full stop.
Do I have ducks? I would like a duck. I follow this Twitter page. Then they like, I think it's called Reasons Why You Should Own a Duck. That's what it's called. And then they'll post like cute videos of ducks. Well, apparently ducks like poop a lot. Yeah, I didn't know. I like went
And
to
we
like
need to
research.
know like why.
I don't know. Maybe I would consider getting a duck as a pet. I don't know. Maybe I want a duck.
Yeah, so we need to know like why.
It's just a segue into a nice story. A sick way. Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Brain is jello, trying to swim through slush of like information. Oh my goodness. As a human being, I
She's
think
gonna start like I'm not a human being.
yeah, I really do think I'm like from another planet. You know, last time my mother she had like this mole. She still has, but not last time. She had this mole, but last time she used to. The mole is green in color. So last time when I was smaller, I would ask her like, why do you have a green mole? Like I would see like other people have freckles. Then moles usually are brown or black. I'm like, why is this mole that you have green?
How is she gonna answer you? She's just born with it lah.
No, then she said it's because she's an alien from another planet. And then after I thought about it for a while, I'm like, if you're an alien, then I'm also a baby alien. Then she's like, yeah, you are. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a baby. Yeah.
Okay,
maybe,
I kind of have some insight as to why my godchild is so strange.
yeah, she's very strange sometimes. So yeah, trying to assimilate into human culture. Not doing
So
very well.
no.
Yeah, probably like 6. Struggling. Yeah, but if like morally just, yeah, I would say I'm like 8 maybe. Yeah.
Then should I rate myself morally as well?
Sure, why not? Last time you in legal industry. Should you?
Excuse me, it's just because you're in the industry doesn't mean that you are morally all that, you know?
Fair enough, that's true. So, morally just, how just are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Morally may not be just.
Why?
Yeah, it's true. Morally is morally. It's kind of like, it's a circle, a square, it's a triangle, you know, it's kind of like a square, a rectangle, sorry. It's a
No.
square, a rectangle. It is. You can be just, that means you can have equity, you can have fairness, but it may or may not be moral. Do you
How can it
understand?
be? No,
It's
how
kind
can
of
something
like,
be
do you
just but not moral?
yeah, so listen to my explanation. Do you know the story of King Solomon and the baby that, you know, so there were two mothers who gave birth at around the same time,
Uh-huh.
and one of the mothers killed her baby accidentally in her sleep.
Oh,
So she accidentally smothered the baby in her sleep,
oh dear.
and she took the other person's baby, and then this person went to King Solomon and said, she took my baby and I want it back. And then of course this person said, no, this is my baby, right? So what does King Solomon do?
What does he do?
So he says, okay, take the baby and cut it in half. So that is equity, that's fair. But is that moral? You're killing the child,
No, it's not.
right? Is it not? Is it moral? No.
But it's not fair, what? It's not fair.
It's fair
the baby
because
is
you
not
take
yours.
half.
It's theft.
You take half of the baby. I take half of the baby. That's fair. That's what equity demands. Fairness.
How did the story end? Did the
How the story end was
mother
because King Solomon said, I will kill the baby and give you half each.
Mm,
The real mother said, no, give it to her. I don't want to harm the baby.
because that's her
So
real child.
therefore, she got the baby back. Because that was how he knew that she's the real
That's the
mother.
baby. Oh.
So you see, morally,
I thought that the baby
fairly, no,
enough.
morally, fairly,
Mm,
because he's the king, he represents the law. So lawfully,
right.
morally, fairly is all a different thing, right?
Yes.
If the king says go kill the baby, is it lawful? It is. Because he's the king.
His word is yes. His word
Yeah,
is
so that's lawfulness, right? But is it moral? No, you're killing a life, right? So that's yeah. But is it fair? Is it a fair outcome? You don't get this baby, she don't get this baby. Both don't get the baby.
very
You
good.
get dead baby parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you get what I'm trying to say now. So you cannot say that legally, morally, fairly are all the same thing. They are not.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough?
Yes. We will each get half a baby.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is why you cannot merge them, huh?
Okay. So
You haven't heard about this story before, is it?
No, I have not.
Okay.
But like I know like Chinese stories also like have like these like tales to share people to teach people like what's the difference between one thing or another, you know? I think the one that I remember in Chinese is like there was this scholar. So in ancient times, scholars were highly regarded lah. Their opinions really mattered. And one time, this beggar, he would sit in front of this restaurant, and then he got no money, so he cannot buy the food. So he would just sit in front of the restaurant. He would smell the nice smell coming from the restaurant, and then he would eat this plain bun. So every day he would just go there and sit and smell. And then the restaurant owner got very upset. He was like, how dare this beggar sit in front of my store, not buy anything?
Why? It's a free land. Just sit lah. Why?
No, so he started.
You own the shop. Then outside the shop lah. Why? It's not like I'm sitting in the shop and smelling your air.
He started arguing with the beggar. Then argue. Then like whole scene got caused, right? So like they called upon this scholar to come and like seek justice between the two of them. Then the restaurant owner said it's very unfair that he sits there and smell my smell. He never buy anything from me. I don't profit from it. Then the beggar said, it's not, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just sitting here like Debbie said. I'm just sitting here minding my own business, eating my own bun.
Yeah.
What's your problem, right? Like, I'm not doing anything. Then the restaurant owner said, I demand that you pay me some money for all the smells that you've been smelling. And then the scholar looked at him. He's like, yeah, I agree. he should be paid some form of compensation. So he told the beggar, give me your bag of money. Then the beggar very upset, but he passed the bag of money to the scholar because like what to do, right? So he passed the bag of money to the scholar. Then the scholar turned to the restaurant owner. Then he started shaking the bag. Then you can hear the coins, clink, 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 clink inside the bag. Then he's like, okay, there, he made your payment to you already. Then he returned the bag of money back to the beggar. So interesting story to think about. Unfairness. Unfairness. What a topic to go on to.
You started it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So, Debbie, what do you rate yourself morally?
Morally, I rate myself as an 8 or a 9. Because
I think it should be a
I
9.
cannot rate myself less if I can say that I'm running a non-profit thing, right? Yeah, then nobody will trust us anymore, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so morally,
I think you should be a 9 because I do tell lies once in a while. So if I'm an 8,
if you
should
tell
be a
lies,
9.
how can you be a 9?
No, I'm an 8, so you're a 9.
No, you cannot
Why?
be. You tell lies.
So she go down to a 4.
Yeah, and I'm someone who really, if you want to lie, get out. You know, that kind of person. So, you can ask Stephanie. We quarreled about this many times before.
Before Charlotte was here. What kind of
Even when Charlotte was here, excuse me. Even when.
What are you teaching a child?
No, I don't even do that anymore. I'll just say that if I ever catch Charlotte doing this, you will be in trouble.
No, then sometimes my mother, she go and cuss around the child. Then I'm like, hey, this is the child pick up. Then Debbie's going to have my head. Then my mother, it's your problem. You had that to So that's that. Yeah. Are we done with all the questions?
Yeah. But
Shall
you're
we?
supposed to rate yourself, what? Then rate each other, right?
I thought we rate each other already. Oh.
I haven't rated you, eh.
Oh.
Oh, so I said 7. Okay, it sticks. Okay, very good. Tick. Go. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving along.
I don't know. Does it stick? I don't know.
I guess.
You gotta accept that. Okay lah. Accept lah.
What am I supposed to do? Complain?
I don't know. Refute.
Go on. Yeah, the reasons why I should be rated high is so funny. You want to do show and tell?
No.
Why no?
Okay.
Maybe nice. Well, you will say that there are very few viewers, but quite a number of people have followed us.
We have 4 viewers at this point.
5.
Saying it for those who are watching the recording, we have about 4. I think this is the lowest. Lowest?
Usually it's around, towards the end, it's around this number.
Yeah, because they're like done.
Maybe it's my beautiful voice that's scaring everyone. I don't usually sound this way, by the way. If this is your first Instagram live that you're watching, you must please come back next week.
Well, I'm sorry if this is your first Instagram live with us. Yeah, I think it was a very bad start. Can we try again next week?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, please. We're not even at full numbers. We're not even at full health. Let's start from there.
At least Instagram didn't kick any of us out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my tile. My tile started with Lola in the triangle fragment. And then I tried doing SaveU, but it kind of looks like circles.
SaveU.
Oh gosh.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna get headache. And then I added more Lola fragments inside of SaveU. And then I thought like, oh, it would be nice if I added some diva dance. And then I added the Pandepic. And then my Pandepics are in Pangea fragments. So I thought like, oh, it would be nice if I could represent like the forest.
Oh, I forgot Pandepic in my tile.
The water.
Oh, very good.
Forest and water and the little pandas are there. Yeah, so this is my little tile. And then in my second tile, I did just a duo tangle, just Pangea with a fragment. This is one of Susan's newest tangles called See You Again. It's unreleased.
So see you and see you again.
It's called See You Again.
So then there's SaveU. Oh, the other one was ICU. Okay. Now I'm like getting very
Oh my
confused.
god, it's
Who
a
is
long,
seeing who?
long. sound like love triangle.
Yeah, who's seeing
She's
who?
seeing him, but he's seeing her.
Yeah.
She's seeing who?
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
goodness. Yeah, so see you again. Yeah, it's unpublished. Very pretty tangle. I've been enjoying
Why are you
looking in.
giving her unpublished tangle away?
Because it's already locked in. Anyways, let's not talk about it. Okay, put it aside. Debbie, do you want to share?
What the heck?
Do you want to share your towel? Show and tell?
Okay, I've actually got 3 tiles. Let me hang on. I just started
Mm.
this one. I need to blend it before it dries. Yeah, so I thought she was going to talk more, you know. So I started it thinking that she'll continue, and then now she handed it over to me,
Oh,
and I'm like stuck with this. Okay.
talk more. Should I talk more
How's it?
rubbish? I can talk.
Uh,
Okay, today's.
no,
Wow,
please
Debbie's
don't.
blending.
No,
What?
no, 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 no. Yeah, we'll never get to the end of the live show. Okay, so
Hmm.
I've got 3 tiles. I've got this big one, um, tinted with Lindy's Gang Magicals. And I started out with the string, but I don't know where the string is now, and it's just all SaveU because my brain just couldn't function around it. So this is the best that I can do. I actually shaded it with koi brush. So although it doesn't look like it, there's a kind of a shimmering. Well, the shimmer is Lindy's Gang, but I actually sort of spread around the mica a bit with koi brush and water. So I've actually edited some of the colors. I don't think I have an earlier shot of this. Maybe I should have taken an earlier shot. But yeah, so that's the first tile. So my second tile, I actually ruined the front with SaveU. But then I decided to save the back. SaveU, save the front, save the back. And then I put in Pandepic. So Pandepic. So
It was an
in
epic.
Ona.
It was an epic rescue mission. Go on.
And I lost my train of thought. So I think it was something like, trying to do it in a line, Onamoto.
Right.
And I think Steph is doing it on purpose.
Hmm.
So I've got like lilies here and poke leaf and hollies. So this is a Kakoka and petite towel. I might mount it on a bigger towel. We'll see how it goes. And then my third towel is a white pre-strung towel that I sort of picked up from Zentangle Inc in 2015. And it's kind of turning, well, if you can see, maybe you can't see, but well, the color is changing. Can you see it's like not so white anymore? So that's one reason why I've grabbed it, and I sort of merged some of the strings. So I've actually kept some of the outlines, but I've merged some of the strings to create a Pangea. Kind of, yeah. So it's Pangea in all kinds of weird shapes. So I think I might continue this on a reel. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
So for today's Instagram live session, Debbie and I played with Tangle SaveU by Nadine Roller CZT and Pangea by Zentangle Inc. And we also played with Debbie's Tangle Pandepic. If you would like to find out the step outs for Pandepic, you can go to the 7F5R Challenge group on Facebook. We'll be hosting weekly and fortnightly challenges. It's 7F5R Challenge directly in your Facebook search bar, or go to bit.ly/FB7F5R. Recording of today's session will be available on our Instagram at 7forest5rivers and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5r studio. You can find Debbie's beautiful tiles on her Instagram page at tangled.pursuits, and I'm at halfpen_willowflow. If you tangle along with us, do post your tile on Instagram using the hashtag 7F5R Challenge, or post it in our Facebook group 7F5R Challenge. We'd love to see what you've created. Yeah, we'll be streaming again next week, 2:45 p.m. on Wednesday, Singapore time. If you can't make it, we always record the sessions and make them available on Instagram. Thank you so much for spending the past 1 hour, 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours with us. Yeah, it's been lots of fun. We'll see you again next week. Bye, Apple.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thanks.
much. Bye.
Bye.